failure most anyone can see.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Zelenak. Today, folks, we have a very special guest joining us. It's Abe Bernstein from the notorious Purple Gang from Detroit, Michigan. He agreed to join us today because the gang has been going through some hard times. And here he is. It's Abe.
Thanks for having me, Mitchell.
No problem. So, Abe, how you been?
I'm doing pretty good, Mitch. Thank you.
Alright, so if you don't mind, today I'd like to ask you a few questions about the Purple Gang.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, so first one. So, how'd the gang really get started?
Alright, well, we all started out as like a small group of school kids doing some of the small-time crimes like pickpocketing. But then as we got older and our crimes got a little bit more high level and intense, yeah.
Alright.
So they were more like armed robberies at that point, which kind of led us to where we are now.
Alright. Sounds good. So, what events, or what made you become a gangster? Like, what was the deciding factor between becoming a gangster and not?
Well, alright, so workers in factories, they have hard jobs and in like really bad working conditions with very little pay.
Yeah.
But us gangsters, we still have hard jobs, but we can live more luxurious and we have much higher pay.
Yep.
And it's just an overall better life.
Alright, Abe, so, what types of people were a part of the Purple Gang?
Well, for our gang, we use mainly Jewish immigrants from the Lower East Side of Detroit.
Alright.
And these people also needed to be able to be ready to fight and sometimes to the death.
Oh, wow, that's...
Yeah, so it gets kind of rough sometimes.
Yeah. So, what was your involvement in the gang?
Well, at first, when I first joined, I was just a member under the rule or the leadership of my brother, Raymond.
Yep.
But then, after his death, I took his place as leader of the group.
Alright, wow, that's pretty rough. You had to take over after your brother died, but...
Yeah, it was hard, but it all paid out.
Yeah, alright. So now, what were you guys notorious for?
Well, we were notorious for bringing some liquor over from Canada to Detroit over the river.
Alright.
And so we just put some crates on a boat and ship them all over.
Okay.
And so that's how we got the liquor over here for the Prohibition.
Alright. So that sounds pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I see you brought us a sample today or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
I brought you a little sample of what my work gets us.
Alright.
So this is a little bit of Canadian Club.
Let's try it. That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are one of the bigger gangs in Detroit, but what were your relationships with some of the other gangs?
Well, we had some friendships with some other gangs, and with a few gangs we were not so friendly with.
Yeah.
We had some disputes with some other gangs, but it all got situated out.
Alright, that makes sense. So, that leads me to my next question. So, is it true you had relationships with Al Capone?
Yes, actually we did. Back in the Prohibition days, we supplied him with some of his whiskey for his doings.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Alright, so with all your extracurricular activities, how did you guys manage to stay out of the hands of the feds more times than not?
Well, first of all, they were kind of scared of us, and if they got close to us and they got chatty about like what we were doing, they'd know that we would come and find them and deal with them accordingly.
Yeah, negotiate with them at times.
Yes, negotiate.
So, well, not all you guys could have stayed out of trouble, so how did most of you guys go down?
Well, a few of our guys, the feds actually did catch up to them, so a few of our guys did end up going to jail. During some battles with some other gangs, some of our guys got murdered, so that's always not good.
Yeah, it's tough.
But then also 2 guys, the Flesher brothers, they got it really bad and they got sent to Alcatraz.
Oof, that's
Yeah.
that's not where you want to go if you're
Yeah.
a criminal.
No, it is not.
Alright, Abe, so this is my last question of the day. So, I'm sure everyone that's been watching today has been wondering, but I know it's kind of weird, but, like, so how'd you guys get the name The Purple Gang?
Alright, well, it is kind of weird, but no one really knows where our name came from. But a lot of people were saying that we were rotten kids, like rotten meat.
Alright.
And so when meat is rotten, it gets purple. So I guess the purple part kind of stuck around. And so now we're the Purple Gang.
Alright, well, that's very interesting. So, thanks for your time today, Abe, and it's been a real pleasure.
Oh yeah, real pleasure.
Alright. So, alright, folks. So, we'll probably see you next time on the show. And have a good night.
Good old USA. Oh, the policeman will arrest you. He'll lock you up in jail.